Hello, welcome to Hoovies Garage. We are back in my 1990 Ferrari 348, the cheapest Ferrari 348 in the USA with nearly 100,000 miles. I bought this thing in Florida for only $35,000 and drove it all the way home back to Kansas, almost without any problems. That is so impressive, and given my bad luck, I really didn't expect that to happen, so I am super pleased. Buying this Ferrari was actually the first time I had driven a 348 since I was 17 years old. I was in Las Vegas with my parents, and when you're 17 in Vegas, there's absolutely nothing you can do. I guess my dad was up on the tables and he felt bad for me, so he rented this Ferrari and we went out in the desert and just thrashed this thing, even though the only car that I had ever driven with a manual transmission before that was my buddy's Isuzu Trooper. So I'm sure I did lots of damage to the gearbox of that car at the time. I remember zinging the thing off the red line because I didn't remember to release the throttle when I put the clutch in. And now 17 years later, I own one. It's awesome. But now that I own one, I have to face the reality of Ferrari ownership, and that's fixing things. I've never really gotten far with my other Ferraris fixing too many things because I didn't have them long enough, whether they burned to the ground or I had to give the car back. I know the Wizard is very excited to see this thing, and he's also really enjoying working on my Bentley Turbo R, so there's some progress there that I can show you. So let's get up to the car, Wizard. Wizard! Kind of looks like a 90s cocaine deal's going down right here. I've come for the stuff.
You've come for the stuff.
The good stuff. Some good stuff's happening here. Looky. Yes, two of my 90s goodness together. 1991 Bentley Turbo R, and it looks like you've torn right into this thing.
We got that door over there done. The window works perfectly now.
Oh yeah? That's nice.
Before it just went click, 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 click.
Yeah, that's a lot better than just a bunch of thumping noises.
Yeah.
Oh, I've forgotten the smell of this thing. Oh man.
Isn't it intoxicating?
Yes.
This is the kind of work you just whistle while you do it. It's enjoyable.
So you're enjoying this car?
I don't get mad and curse and throw tools on one of these.
Oh yes. Watching you work on cars is so soothing.
That's what everyone says.
The Bob Ross of auto mechanics right here.
Everyone says it's ASMR.
Well, they like to wrap their stuff in plastic, huh?
Yeah, the motors are plastic wrapped so they don't get water on them.
Is that common? I haven't seen this before. I've seen plastic wrap a vapor barrier like that, but I haven't seen window motors wrapped in plastic before.
This part, yeah, it's common. This part, you see, it's perfectly shaped for it. There's a motor and a gearbox, and then there's the sprocket that turns this chain up here.
That's a very overbuilt window system there with a couple of relays and everything.
Yeah, it's serious. I replaced the plastic gear inside. There's also a black plastic coupling between this and this that breaks, which is broke on this one. Rebuilding the motors, lubing all the chain, and makes it like new again.
You've been saving me a little bit of money also from that original estimate, right? With some rebuilt parts versus...
Yeah, on the brake pumps.
Yeah, this thing was hemorrhaging mineral oil, which this mineral oil runs my brakes, also the suspension. So it's kind of important that this doesn't leak fluid everywhere, in addition to the smell and the smoke and the fire hazard probably. So.
Well, we know it built up pressure whenever we would start it. The brake lights would immediately go out, brake 1 and 2. So the pumps work. Just need to reseal them, rebuild them. I don't have to replace them.
I see.
I'm going to pull them off and check the little rod, the push rod down in there. There we go. And there's your brake pump. That's all. That's the entire pump.
So what makes it go?
It pushes on the bottom here.
A little push rod, kind of like for the valves, except it goes for the pump?
Yeah.
Would you look at that?
That's your push rod.
So it's straight? Is that what we're checking?
Sometimes these tips break off.
I see.
I wanted to have them on hand in case that happens. We can just replace them. This one looks okay. I may just replace it anyway. It's scored up pretty bad.
Yeah.
This is what was leaking on the pump. These two black O-rings. Big black O-rings.
I see. And then you just stretch new O-rings over and...
Yeah, the housing fits on like this.
Very nice, Wizard.
Yep.
There's the big old turbo.
The big Garrett.
It's just ridiculous. And then you also got a rebuild kit for the power steering rack as well to save me some money?
Yeah, it comes with seals and bellows and everything. Just pull it apart. There's certain seals that fail on it. It's really all that needs to be replaced.
It looks like my Typhoon's back together too, huh?
Yes.
I guess we can do a short little Hoopy Fleet update. My 1992 GMC Typhoon had a very leaky front differential, which is no longer leaky.
No, we're putting new output shaft seals on the differential, and
How hard was it?
I had to pull the whole differential out. It was kind of hard.
How much was it?
Oh, it'd probably be $300-400. The seals aren't that bad. It's the labor.
Now we're just waiting for an ABS computer from J&J Auto Wrecking, and this one will be back in business.
Ready to rock and roll.
The 500 SL, I've kind of put it on the back burner because I really wanted the Bentley back.
Yeah.
So it's still electrically weirded out. Look at this ridiculous. That's not my car. That's not my car. But this, I didn't buy this. I actually bought this car about 7 years ago, and it's popped back up because my buddy Bob, who's a dealer, saw it at an auction and bought it, not knowing that it was my old car. But the moment I saw it, I knew. And this is weird. It is a 1993 Mercedes 300 SE, which means it's the poverty spec S-Class. Inline 6. You can see so much room for activities in here, and really just a poverty spec S-Class, but still has the double pane glass and just way overbuilt. They spent $1 billion developing this chassis to have things like a power rear view mirror, which still works. A lot of these get broken because people forget and they just yank on the mirror and break it. This one still works. I haven't seen this car for over 7 years, and it's held up pretty well. Just needs a few little things, huh?
Just a few things, and ready for sale again.
I imagine Bob will sell it to you. It's a free plug, might as well. If you want to buy one of my old cars, Euro Asian Auto Inc. on Facebook, you can hit him up. He'd probably give you a good price.
Yeah.
Let's get to the Ferrari now, Wizard.
Let's do it.
What do you think?
I think it's beautiful.
What do you think of the paint?
I think the paint is not as bad as Tavares said it was.
Thank you.
I can tell there's little waves here and there, but it doesn't look like a roller paint.
No. I'm really enjoying the roof off. There's actually not a lot of wind buffeting. It's nice. I don't have to worry about my hair getting all tossed around. Not that you have to worry about that anymore.
Nope, it's gone.
But the seats, I think I'm going to do some kind of wild reupholstery to them. Not that you do upholstery, but
No.
One thing you could look at is my speedometer. The speedometer quit working on the journey home.
Okay.
I don't know if there's something that we can do.
We can see if some wiring came unhooked or the cables broke or who knows what happened.
Perfect. Okay, let's get on the lift. Wizard, I kind of cheated on you a little bit with Freddie. We kind of did a Wizard segment in Florida before I drove it home, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't doing anything really stupid.
What'd you check?
Oh, we just looked it over. He did note a few things like the brakes really need to be replaced and
Yeah.
a few other little things. So you've hooked up something to something here. It's an electronic speedometer, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if there's anything coming out of the sensor.
That's why you're spinning the wheels?
Yeah. It starts to do something as it goes to half a volt and then just dies.
So the sensor's dead?
I think so. We could try. It may just, I'm turning it too slow. We can lower it down.
Okay. I guess while we have it up in the air though, let's see how easy it is to reach this thermostat. Hopefully not engine out for a thermostat because this thing had its engine out just 2 years ago. We don't want to do that again.
I'd have to look up top, really.
Think it's from the top?
I think so.
Okay.
Have you seen it already?
No, I haven't. I don't know.
There is a couple of oil leaks.
Yeah, we saw one here.
Yeah.
On that drain plug, and then there's another slight one up top, just barely.
Yeah, see, there's one right up here, the valve cover.
Mm-hmm.
What in the world?
Yeah, you're gonna hear this exhaust for the first time. It doesn't sound bad, it just doesn't sound like really anything. It's undeserving of a Ferrari. It's too quiet.
Goodness.
I'm gonna have to go begging for an exhaust. Off we go. You got nothing?
No.
So the sensor's smoked.
Sensor, yeah.
Okay, well, I have brakes, I have a thermostat, I have that sensor, and then a few little oil leaks, I guess. The valve cover.
Valve cover gaskets. Let's take a look under the hood.
Oh, yeah, well, of course.
Very nice.
No yacht payment out of this one.
No, this doesn't look like a Citation 10 out of this one.
Well, there's still a little bit for you to go in your office and chew on.
There is.
Yes, not perfect, but I think it did pretty good.
Yeah.
For a 100,000-mile Ferrari flying out after buying it sight unseen, I got pretty lucky. Well, I see you're shopping a little more modestly this time because that's just a normal steel band Submariner, not any gold or diamond or bling on it, Wizard.
Oh, but it's so beautiful. It's
just a reasonable $10,000. There's no way there's $10,000 worth of stuff wrong in that Ferrari.
Hey, it's a good down payment. Some of these prices are Ferrari prices.
Oh,
not
good.
Surprising.
Uh-huh.
The thermostat, parts, and labor, and a little bit of antifreeze is going to be $400.
How much is the thermostat?
$280
$280 for a little thermos?
from Ricambi.
Is it made out of gold?
It looks like it.
Well, that's a great start. Okay.
The brakes
Yes.
are $450 for the front and $550 for the rear.
$1,000 for brakes, which is, well, half of what it was for the AMG wagon at least. So it is reasonable, but it's weird that the backs are more expensive than the fronts.
It is. The kit for the rear costs $100 more than the front.
That makes no sense, but okay.
Speed sensor for the speedometer.
Mm-hmm.
Parts and labor is $390.
How much is the speed sensor?
The speed sensor was $345.
It's like $5 on any GM product.
Well, they don't have stocks and stocks and stocks.
What is, okay, all right. Welcome to Ferrari parts.
Valve cover gasket for both sides is $550.
Jeez, okay. Probably a little more labor intensive with that. But labor. I guess we never got this far with my Ferrari 355 because it burned to the ground before where we could do this. The Testarossa, we didn't get that far either because I had to return it before.
The title.
Okay.
And the drain plug.
Yes.
67 cents.
Are you just gonna spit on it and squeeze it back in? Is that what you're?
Put some Teflon tape on it.
Okay.
Reseal the threads, and that'll take care of it.
Well, none of these things are urgent, other than having a speedometer is kind of important. But what's the grand total?
$23.90 and 67 cents.
$2,000. I mean, that's not bad. I definitely want the speedometer to work again. I do need brakes. The brakes do look pretty bad. Oh, thermostat. I definitely need heat during the winter.
Oh yeah.
So I guess we're doing everything.
Doing everything.
Okay.
Okay.
It made it home, but welcome to Ferrari prices.
I told you it's a nice down payment there, didn't I?
Dandy. Can we just Fiero swap the thing?
No.
Just swap it. Yeah, I'd probably do that. It kind of sounds like a Fiero right now. The exhaust, that's something we definitely need to figure out. Exhaust, somebody please send me an exhaust. Omega Auto Clinic in Newton, Kansas would love a random Ferrari exhaust to show up. Please.
I'll be happy to put it on for you.
Thank you for watching.